Daddy get a snack in a second. Casper wants his little treats. Casper's up for his treats.
Oh, you lost some?
No, he's up ready for his treats. Oh, hey, everybody, I'm live. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing Casper's litter box, but he wants to play his game. He just got out. Casper just got out from under the bed. He basically just woke up. He's on the chair looking for his treats. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm just doing Casper's bed. I haven't showered or anything. We just got up a little bit ago. Got up at like 3. I couldn't sleep anymore. So I'll tell you guys all about my night last night. It went pretty well. So today is day 11, no alcohol, and day 8, no sugar. Yes, I made it to dinner. I did, but it was an awful dinner. I'll tell you guys about it. Casper. So, Richard, I only take out some of the litter to conserve a little bit. So sometimes I do the whole thing, but if he didn't poo or pee everywhere, then conserve a little less, because this litter is expensive. So I just scoop out the spots, because sometimes he only goes in one certain spots. This litter is not cheap. Look at him, he's ready to play. He's in his cage.
He's in his cage.
He's ready to play.
Yeah. This is our little game to play.
Yeah, he loves it. He's so cute. He actually just got up. He just ran out from under the bed and wanted to play his little game. First thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'll do a video. What's he doing?
Huh? Oh, Casper? Casper's gonna play his little game. He just woke up. Look at him, he's ready. He's ready. He's looking for his little treats. Richard puts him all over the cage and on the chair. So he, in the morning, comes and looks all over the cage and the chair. He's making sure Richard didn't, leave him some in the middle of the night or something. That's so cute. So we just did the box. I'm going to vacuum in a minute here, but not right now because it'll disturb Casper. Hold on, let me get up. So I just cleaned the bong. I was going to have you guys be a part of all these things, but I needed to take a bong hit. So I said, I'll go. Because we're gonna do a little morning chores. Uh-oh, what is this? And for those that were missing them, you got the alien shorts back for everybody who's going in withdrawals over my alien shorts. Those are back on display for everybody. I'm just kidding. Richard, find out what you want to do with this. I think we're going to just end this soup here.
What?
I think this has seen better days. I think this. Here, let's have you finish it. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's smelling strong. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have Richard finish off this stew here. It gets really strong. This is probably day, 3 with this one? Yeah, day 3 with this one. So it starts to get a pretty pungent smell. This is bone broth stew. This is what we've been eating in between meals if we are really feeling famished.
Tell them to hit the likes.
Please hit the likes, everybody. We really appreciate that. And also, just do the little tappy, tap, tap, tappy. Like that. We like the hearts, the little emojis on the side there. Those are fun. Even if you give me a middle finger or whatever, probably not an option. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a big old hefty bowl of this, and then I'm gonna just throw out the rest. That's why I'm putting as much as I can in his bowl. This is bone broth stew. So all you do is you put bones, which are usually in the frozen section. Oh, you guys looking through the store. You put them in here, and I just put some Italian seasoning, and then turn on for 8 hours on low. And then you get this. The bones, everything that's on the bones comes off, and the rest of the meat that's on the bones, which is usually just a little bit, because the butchers cut them pretty close, and then all the whatever else. I don't know if it's like the ligaments or the muscle, whatever it is that you get, but it's an interesting flavor. I like it. It's kind of an acquired taste. Some of those things are like this, have this like really jelly, kind of almost crunchy texture to them. It's interesting. The parts that come off the bone, I don't even know what all the parts are, but. Good stuff. It's great if you're trying to do a keto diet. So, let me tell you guys about that real quick. So this is day 11, no alcohol, and day 8, no sugar. So I went last night to dinner with a client, which I don't usually do, But this client I do go to dinner with, but I usually only go to dinner with this client in New York. I've never gone to dinner with him in Vegas. And I first met him in Vegas in like 2014. And then when I moved, I'd been seeing him over the years when he would come to Vegas. But then when I moved to New York, I started seeing him in New York because he was from New York. And this is a client that's like, he's done so much for me in the past. Like he'll give me money in advance if I need and before I see him, for an appointment. Like he trusts me that much. And then he's gotten me rooms in New York and stuff.
You gonna pass it on to me? It's gonna get cold.
Sorry. Sorry, I forgot. I'll bring the soup to Richard over there. I found this tray. He used to have one of these trays and then something happened to it. Couldn't find it. And so he was so happy I found one of these trays because it makes it nice. Since we eat on the bed. Okay, here. I'm doing my morning chores, so let me see how many ingredients. That I need to let that cool off a little bit before I move it, and then I gotta pour it out in the kitchen. So not doing dishes in here anymore. But let me get I was gonna vacuum next, so let me go get the vacuum.
Get this and I'll help you.
But the little monkey's out. I know, look at him, he's so sweet. He's looking for his little things. Richard hides the things over, so he used to hate that chair, now he loves it. He's the funniest buddy.
Okay.
Let me go get a vacuum.
Go get the vacuum.
Let me get the vacuum, and then I'll get back to my story here. Hold on. So, funny story, you guys. So we have 2 vacuums now. Because this one, we have this Bissell. It was very affordable. We got it on like Black Friday, and it just kind of crapped out. But the attachment still works really good. I like this attachment better than our new vacuum. We got a Shark. So I use this one for the attachment, and then the other one to vacuum. But we thought we busted it already, the Shark. I was like,
why is there a crock pot in the bathroom?
Hey, good question. We used to do all of our cooking in the bathroom, actually. Just until about 2 weeks ago, maybe if it was, we were cooking in the bathroom. We were cooking burgers and steak and eggs and kibasi and things in the bathroom because I live here with my mother-in-law because we had to step in to help because my sister-in-law has schizoaffective disorder. And my mother-in-law, she was getting older and was not taking care of things. So, to make a long story short. So a lot of crazy things happened and we used to not get along. And so we used to cook in the bathroom because it was too much havoc in the kitchen and she's really messy. But now we're finally cooking in the kitchen. But we didn't mind cooking in the bathroom because we had cooked in hotel rooms in Manhattan for like 6 months. Actually longer than that. Like for about 11 months. No. About 10 months, because we were in a condo for like 2 months. But anyways.
This broth is great in the morning.
Okay, good. So, but get this. So our Shark vacuum, we thought we broke it. And I'm like, what is our deal with vacuum? I mean, there's a lot of crap on the floor, here around here. And Casper's bedding is what kind of messes up when we vacuum up. But I was like, this sucks. It was still kind of working, but it was like making weird noises. And I was like, what the hell? And then I figured out that these things had 2 parts. That it has a top part. You have to empty the top part and the bottom part. Not this one. It's the Shark. This one probably has a top part too, but this one, that's not why this one. So this one just is not a very good vacuum. But the other one now is working like a champ. I'm like, duh. So that was funny. The poor thing was like, it was so full on the top too. It was like, Jesus, you guys. Like, I didn't know I had 2 compartments. You know how you have to like open it to? They don't have bags anymore. You just clear them out. It had 2. I'll show you the other vacuum. But anyways, so yesterday I went to the steak restaurant and I don't like to buy the most expensive thing. I didn't buy it. But my client was, and he wasn't even buying it. He had it comped.
I can't believe
he gets comps from the hotel. But still, you don't want to use up all of someone's comps even.
That's old thinking. When you're working and his company expands.
So I was trying to not get the most expensive steak.
You ordered the most expensive steak.
I didn't want to get a New York strip. But the steak I got was $65. So that was the cheapest. But I don't even know what the cut was called. But I would never get it again. I'll tell you that much. It was called like, I feel like it was called like something like, I feel like I'm hearing like beef rib, but that would be ribs. So it's like, I can't remember what the hell this cut was. I've never heard of it. But I was like trying to not be like, my client got the New York steak. I should have just got that one. But his didn't look much better. But anyways, I was very disappointed with this steak restaurant. I'm not going to tell you guys the name because then you guys know where I was. So I don't want to. But it's supposed to be a really good steak joint. And I picked the worst cut. And then I said medium rare, which is apparently not what I want. This thing was like mooing. Like, and my client goes, oh, I don't know how you could eat it like that. And I'm thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say anything. I was like, it was like so rare where, you can't even get it to like cut, where it's just like all like ligaments like still stuck. Like, oh God. I ate it, but it was so bad. I couldn't eat a lot of it because it was so much fat. And sometimes I like a little bit of the fat. I took a bite of this fat. It was disgusting. I had to get it out of my mouth. Without my client seeing it, was so bad. And I was so disappointed. But it went well with everything else. I told him, I was doing the protein. It was way less of a deal than I thought it was going to be. Like, I overthought it, But so disappointed by my steak choice. Like, it was horrible. And I'm down on the strip at, it's like the bill came to, $250, because we didn't do drinks. So it was, two steaks, and he ordered himself some mushrooms and potatoes. You can get sides. I didn't get any sides with my steak. And then they served mine with horseradish. Why do I want horseradish?
Oh, yeah, I've had that before. That's like a prime rib. What's what you had? You had prime rib.
Oh, prime rib.
You had prime rib.
Okay, I had prime rib.
That's really good.
Well, it wasn't good.
Oh, it should be good.
It tasted like poo-poo to me. But it was so rare. Maybe, if it was cooked well, it would have been. Yeah, I knew it had rib in the name. Prime rib, that's what it was. And they had something you dip it in. I didn't dip it in some jus sauce, something. And then horseradish. Not a fan of that. So it went well with my diet, but not well with my flavor appetite. It was, but I ate as much as I could because I did. Richard's like, oh, you should have sent it back and had him cook it more. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I didn't even think to do that, to be honest. I didn't know that was an option to do. I think that's super offensive to do it at expensive restaurants. But, and I thought medium rare was the way I wanted it. I think I like medium, I decided. Richard really likes a little more rare than I like. I mean, I like a little rare, but this was, I'm kind of spoiled though, because usually I don't, Casper needs a little kibbles. I don't usually eat steak, but when I used to, I'll once in a while have a little nibble of the steak Richard makes now, but it's all conventional. But usually when I used to eat steak, it was back when we were eating organics, which that is, oh my gosh, what a treat that is. And not a treat in the sense of like how sugar's a treat, but like a nutritional treat, like organic steak. But it's a fortune, so we don't ever buy it anymore. But I think I'm just a little spoiled because this was supposed to be an amazing prime rib, I guess is what it was. $65. Cheapest steak to choose. They only had 5 to choose from too, which was super unfortunate. And all they did was they did bone in or no bone of the same steaks. So it was 5. It was usually they have a couple more options. Even my client was like, and they had 2 New York steaks too. So it was 2 of them were New York steaks too. So really only 3 that were not New York steak. And so the New York steak was $75, so I only saved $10, but I just didn't want to pick the most expensive thing on the menu. But nothing on the menu was cheap. They had calamari for $65 or something like that, or or shrimp or something like that. I don't remember. Everything was a fortune. But it was really nice. I saw someone's shrimp thing. It was this really pretty thing. Oh, and then we were talking about the filet mignon. Someone next to us ordered the filet mignon. My client likes to have his filet mignon what he calls butterflied.
We have the legend.
But he didn't get one of those. Huh?
No. Yeah, interesting.
But my client likes to get a filet mignon and he likes it what he calls butterflied, where they open it, and then he likes it cooked really well, which is really weird. So places don't like that. And so he gets mad when they bring him a really rare filet mignon, but that's kind of how you're supposed to do filet mignon. So he's funny. He likes his steak. He was mad his steak was Like his steak looked perfect for the cook to me. He had the bone-in New York steak, but he wanted it more well done. He likes his steaks
Aaron
like
says you have a
done.
very nice body.
Oh, thank you. It's coming back to me. To be honest, I was losing it with doing the alcohol. And Richard keeps thinking I'm going to drink in New York just like everybody else, but I'm like, no, because the biggest thing is it was destroying my body. Like right away. Like as soon as I drank, that day I didn't like my photos, like in November. And then every time I drank, it got worse. Because I take photos all the time, and so I notice. Like, and the biggest thing is my face. What happens in my face? My face gets swollen, and my eyes get puffy.
From the alcohol?
From the alcohol, like immediately. So, like the next day, like when I wake up, I get squinty eyes, and I like my face. It just right away ruins my photos.
You know,
and then in my body looks different
you
too.
have a lot of guys in here right now on the stream for whatever reason. They're asking about the body stuff, but they're younger, and I mean, what we've seen in the last 10 years, mostly overweight, we're going to push for body positivity.
So,
you got really fat.
Yeah, I do the keto diet. That's what I was talking about. I kind of more do carnivore. Richard does more keto, but I was off of it during the alcohol phase I just went through, like on and off of it, because I was doing alcohol on and off, but you kind of can't really get back in ketosis if you're drinking too often, because drinking ruins everything. Like, it really does. Like, I realized I'm doing way worse. Well, I was going to back to zoom, but yeah, you can zoom in. But okay, I was doing yeah, but keep it zoomed out a bit. All right, a little more. Zoomed out. No, I would like it zoomed out, please. I don't like it zoomed in. Yeah, there you go. He always zooms in. I don't like zoomed in. But anyways, so I normally always do a keto or carnivore diet, and that's how. So for many years, I had an eating disorder. And I can't really get into too much of that because YouTube doesn't like the talk of eating disorders. But I've had most of the eating disorders, to be honest. I mean, I've had where you don't eat and then, where you eat and discard of it in the same way. So I finally discovered the keto or carnivore diet is the way to really, please don't.
No, you can't see what's over here on you.
Okay.
You're looking on that thing. That's not the same as what they see.
Okay. So if you are struggling with your weight or struggling with an eating disorder, the protein diet is a really good option because it is a way to eat food and eat, a good amount of food. You're not like starving yourself in any way. But when you do that, you end up becoming lean and fit instead of, a fat on you. And it distributes your weight properly.
Slim is lovely, they say.
Oh, thank you. It distributes your weight properly. Like, when I was starting to do the alcohol and sugar, my weight was getting distributed really weird. And I have a tendency to put my weight in, I'll get a pooch in my stomach and I'll get thighs. That's where my weight goes. I get like a double chin.
Oh,
So,
you
yeah, I do. So it's really awkward.
When you drink, you do because of the way you talk.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get a double chin, which is embarrassing. It's just like weird things like that. I start to get a little bit of the saggy under the arms, but my arms can be really thin. Sometimes they're almost too thin. Can have really skinny arms, but then it's funny. As soon as I start drinking, I start to get the little what do they call those? The ladies get where their arms wag. But on the keto diet, it just takes away all the fat. You have to almost be careful because you can get too lean on the keto diet. And people get on my case because they're like, you're too skinny.
Thin is in, someone said.
Yeah, well, it's funny. When I was a kid, that was on the People magazine. It was a thin is in. And that's when all the ladies were doing drugs and diet pills and stuff. But hey, that's what's going on now. Most of the people are doing that Ozempic. That is just not a good idea. I just know this is going to go south because it already has for some people, and people are just. I mean, there's so many new ones too. When we watched, the commercial, got that row with Charles Barkley or whatever, and just then they got another one. I don't even know. They got a couple of them, but I know why it's okay. Well, I already know they have some health things going on, but the biggest reason why I know it's not healthy is people don't look good. They're thin. But they don't look good. Like, they look unhealthy. Like, in the face, that's why their faces look all gaunt. Because what happens when you lose weight too fast and not maybe the most healthy way. Even though we're getting this from doctors, it's a new thing. Just because your doctor prescribes something doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy, because doctors will prescribe heroin and, you know, and opiates and things too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy for people just because it came from a doctor. And it's a new thing. So I think people are really not being smart to jump on it. Even Richard, for a second, when he was gaming, he's like, why don't we just try this thing? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Do not ever jump on one of those diet fads. Like, it's going to backfire in some way. And it already is. I've already heard where some people either can't get off it because they'll gain all the weight back, or I've already seen some celebrities, I don't know if they got off of it or if it stops working, because ones that had said they were on it, like Kelly Clarkson. She had lost tons of weight. I can see she's already starting to put some of the weight back on. So I don't know if that's either she stopped doing it or if it just stops working or if you have to up your dose or what. But it just doesn't seem like a good idea in my mind. Call me crazy, but I think something that's making people drop that much weight that fast just can't be healthy. And you can tell by their face. So, like, they look, okay, I don't know if you've ever heard the term drug skinny. Drug skinny is the people that might be kind of thin, but they don't look healthy.
Like when they're doing drugs.
Yeah, when they're doing drugs. So like people that, you know, do too much coke or do too much meth or, you know, things that make them thin, but they don't really look good. Like, it's like they look sickly, or they look like their weight is just kind of distributed weird even though they're thin. That's what you call drug skinny. That's kind of how people on Ozempic look.
Tony says you probably look good in a bikini.
Oh, thank you. I usually do. I'm about ready to be there. I wasn't, you know, I'm usually always bikini. Yeah, pretty soon. Probably pretty soon. Not like a full bikini, we just had tanning. But,
car wash.
Yeah, a car wash. I don't know if I do a bikini though, a little much, but,
she can't twerk. She doesn't know how
I don't twerk. I don't have an ass to twerk. But, anyways, I'm usually always bikini ready for my job, but when I was doing the alcohol, I did not feel bikini ready. And it's crazy because I didn't really gain any weight. It was just where the weight was distributed went all different. So I did gain a little weight, but it wasn't like a significant weight on the scale because I weighed myself. You know, it was like I put on some weight, but not like for the way my body had changed, if that makes sense. So it's like once you start eating unhealthy, it might not even mean that the scale number goes up. Not that we barely ever weigh ourselves, but I was curious the other day. I was like, I wonder how much weight I put on doing this alcohol thing. And I did put on a couple pounds, but not as much as it felt for the way my body readjusted. And it never really got back on track until it's just starting to now. Because I kind of kept faltering in some way of like, you know, we weren't really getting back on the train, you know, of health. Like, it'd be like, oh, I'll probably drink in New York, whatever, and now I'm not gonna do that. So last night was really good too because the guy came with the drink menu, and my client said, oh, you can get a drink if you want, but he doesn't drink. And I was like, oh no, I'm good. But then I put the menu away, and then the guy came and kept trying to offer us drinks and stuff. So it was good that, like, I felt like I got through that. So this is day 11, no alcohol, and day 8, no sugar. And I also avoided the sugar. I just told him I was full for the dessert, so that was easy. And then I told him, you know, that I was on the diet, the keto diet. So most people kind of get that, the protein. So I got that steak, but what was it called again?
What is it?
What was my steak called?
I think you got a prime rib.
Prime rib, yeah, prime rib. Yeah, with the horseradish.
Yeah, prime rib. That's
it was so fatty though. I mean, the fat was like not good fat, like just like pure white fat, like just like the fat on a ribeye I like, or on a New York steak. This was like, which you shouldn't eat the fat anyways, but sometimes I'll eat the fat on a ribeye or a New York. But this was disgusting, like, and it was so rare. It was like totally moving. I mean, my client was like, I don't know how you're gonna eat that, and I'm like thinking the same thing. I'm like, but I didn't say that. But it went well. Richard picked me up afterwards. They shut down I-15 on the way there, and get this, maps would not work when we left. Like I don't know, it was crapping out on both our phones.
It's so weird.
Like you'd go to open it and it would just close. And so like you'd search for where you need to go, and then it would close on you. And then you open it up again, search it, and then it would close on you. And I did it on both phones. So I was like, this is not just like a one phone thing. So like maps was down. So we were trying to figure out which highway to take because we could have taken the 215 or the 15. And the maps wouldn't come up. So we're like, all right, let's just go. I said go 15, Richard said 215. And we had enough time to get there if on normal days. They shut down I-15 and we didn't know until it was too late. Like, and all we could do was just wait to get off the highway. And I was infuriated. I ended up only being 10 minutes late because we ended up finally getting off the highway and getting maps on and taking like a really good back way to, which I wouldn't have thought to go to this casino. But it was saying I wasn't going to arrive for like 30 more minutes. I was going to be like 30 minutes late. And the problem was we needed to have an appointment and then we had dinner reservations. So I was just like infuriated with this, that they shut down I-15. I mean, I don't even know why they shut it down. And when we left, when I left, like 3 hours later, it was still shut down. So we went the other way home. It's just insane. So I was just like going berserk because this client is also someone who's very punctual and stuff. So it was just like great because I'm always like on time. And I was going to be early. I was first planning to be early, actually, at the rate we thought it was going to be to get down there. And we were just literally sitting at home waiting to go because we thought we had plenty of time. We're like, oh, we don't need to leave yet. We'll just be too early. And then it was just like, oh, are you kidding? Because I always try to leave like plenty of extra time too, and I did. And it still took me to I was 10 minutes late. But 10 minutes was not bad, so it worked out. But I was like, why do they do these things? I don't know why they shut down. It didn't look like it. I don't even know. Richard, did we find out why they shut down I-15?
I don't know.
But I was going to start vacuuming Casper's.
I'll follow you around.
But he's over there eating his lettuce, so I'm not going to disturb him. So maybe I'll start the laundry. Okay, laundry time.
Okay, let's do it.
Because he is enjoying his lettuce, so I don't want to disturb him. Oh, actually, let me clean this pot now.
Okay.
Let's get this going. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. We're going to go to the kitchen. Although, is it too early? What time?
It's pretty early. It's 1.
It's 1?
4.
All right. Okay, I'll do the laundry instead. I don't want to wake Gloria. Okay, I'm going to do laundry instead. So we're going to do kind of morning chores here. I already cleaned the bong. And yeah, we just did Casper's boxes. So now we're going to do some laundry. I got to go around the house and collect all the laundry. I put some. Those are new towels, okay. Here we go, you guys. Little Casper, he's so cute. He's so cute. You guys see him? Hi, Mama. There you are. There you are. Little Cuggy Bear. He's so cute. He's the best bunny. Okay, let's go collect the laundry, you guys. Okay, come on, guys. There's Nanny. I'm right here.
Hi, buddy. Anything you want to put on the line? I'm going to call you right in. That news.
Okay.
I've got to get the string.
Oh, my garage. Hold on. You coming?
Okay. Here we go.
And tomorrow, what's today? Yeah, tomorrow's trash day, so tonight we put out the trash. Yay. Good. My favorite day. We had bulk day last week, but I didn't go around for bulk day. I was just happy to get rid of some of our bulk stuff. We have some more bulk stuff again now from Gloria's bed. They put Casper's name on this hamper because we took him to the bed in the hamper when he was getting neutered. He's a little baby, basically. Yeah, he wasn't really a baby, I guess. But they put his name on it. I never took it off because I thought it was cute. They called him, Casper, and then our last name, which I thought was cute because we don't have a kid. So I was like, oh, it's our child. It's our little child. All right. Let's go back in. It's hot in the garage already.
Not even 4 a.m. It's like,
That's crazy.
It's 4 a.m.
Crazy time.
Look how early you got up today, though.
Yeah, I got up at like 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. Except for that disgusting steak. Oh, but I came home and had my amazing Whole Foods burgers. So that made me happy. Actually, I had 2 pounds. I had 1 pound and I was like, because I didn't eat all day till that disgusting steak. That was a letdown. Yeah, I couldn't eat all day because I blowed. I was so blowed last night. Oh, I went to bed after the 2 pounds. It's probably a little much. But it was good. But I woke up not bloated, so that's good. Woo. I kind of want to clean this, but I don't want to wake Gloria up. So I'll wait. I'll wait.
It's okay.
All right.
She's a deep sleeper.
Okay, let's go clean this. Okay, bring him.
Let's go this way. Let's go.
We need to probably get some more bones if they have it today. Now we clean and cook in the kitchen. Imagine that. Whoa. Like normal people. Crazy times. I think these are pretty old.
Yeah, all that stuff is old.
Are the cookies too?
4 days old, so.
Yeah, the cookies.
You need the breads, as you see. I need cookies still. I always ask her if she says yes, but I don't think they do.
These bananas. I got you. Okay. I'll take that trash out. What else? I think that's okay. That's right. Okay. So we're gonna pour out this. This is so strong. Make sure there's no bones in there. Yeah, okay. Ugh. It gets really strong at the end of the soup there. Ooh, the sponge is like a very strong odor. It's day 3. Rich, I can't even eat it on day 3. It's just too strong for me. He's eating it. It's like the most pungent smell. It's delicious day 1. It's like disgusting day 3.